Hello everybody, welcome back to Quantum Break with me, Transfat, where we will now continue to Junction 2, which makes me think there's going to be another live action episode after it. But here we go.
The future used to be so clear when I was reliving the past. Once I caught up to the moment I had left, that ended. All I've had to go on since then are the plan and the visions. I knew Jack would come to me. I'd seen that, but I didn't know why exactly, or how it would end.
There he is. You were right.
My visions of the future aren't always clear, but they don't lie.
Speaking of lies, Joyce is saying he's discovered his brother's time machine.
We've spent 17 years looking for it, and he finds it in less than a day?
Does sound unlikely.
Still, we know it's out there somewhere, and we don't know what his brother managed to tell him.
If he really has located the machine, why would he come here and tell you? Smart Money says he's trying to play you.
Maybe, but the machine is out there. It's in our interest to find out where. And if Jack knows, I have to talk to him.
Dr. Joyce could have provided the answer to that question.
William's attitude and knowledge made him a liability.
Is that angry young man going to cooperate any more than his brother did? You remember Jack as a close friend, but that clouds your judgment. Don't make this personal.
It's not.
But don't forget why we're here tonight. After what happened, our people need reassurance that we're in control. You're the man who can win them over. Let me handle Joyce, so you can concentrate on your speech.
I know what's at stake here, Martin.
Wow, the performance in this room is kind of shit. I'm really starting to believe that Steam's frames per second counter is not accurate. Because it's saying a constant 60 frames, but that's not what I'm seeing. Also, that cutscene with the
Mr. Joyce is waiting for us down below.
Yes. The in-engine cutscenes are kind of gross. Kind of gross.
The mansion was an extravagance, but it was useful for events like the gala, and it deflected attention from our nearby R&D facility.
Look at that poppin'. That, I suppose it's not even poppin', it's like culling. They're just doing it wrong. That is so bad. That's supposed to happen slightly off-screen, not on-screen. Okay.
Dr. Sophia Amaral had taken over our Chronon research department after Dr. Kim's accident. She was the only one who could treat the Chronon syndrome.
I was hoping there wouldn't be much reading in this episode, because the last episode there was tons. Anyway, from Sophia Amaral, what happened to Dr. Henry Kim to Erica Cross. Shut up, Martin. I'm busy. Erica, first of all, my condolences and apologies. I didn't realize you had a history with Henry. And frankly, I would not have promoted you into this position had I known. If you would be more comfortable working on something else, I can make that happen, no questions asked. To be clear, I'm not talking about a demotion. I mean a comparable senior position in another department. Oh, this is a long one. You're correct, and that's a very sensitive topic, but given your current security clearance, I can tell you what I know. Unfortunately, I don't know much. For the past 6 months, I myself have been trying to work out what had happened. But I haven't made much progress. I know Henry was working late in his lab, and there was some kind of chronon particle surge. Of course, we know that exposure to large quantities of chronon particles could result in physical changes. Pulsarine is an example of that. His first exposure resulted in extraordinary abilities. His second exposure caused his progressive condition. In Henry's case, that exposure transformed him into a chronon-disrupted wave function subject, or a shifter. Interesting. It is of course clear that Mr. Serene and Henry's conditions are essentially the same thing, even if Mr. Serene's case hasn't progressed as far. However, it is not at all clear how Henry could have been exposed to such a powerful dose of chronon particles, particularly as the lab area itself underwent none of the temporal changes we have come to associate with such an exceptional event. None of the containers on scene had remotely enough chronon particle capacity for such a high dose, and furthermore, all of them were intact and accounted for. In short, we don't know where these particles could possibly have come from. Well, if they had a time machine there and they had a core, and someone used that same core in the future to travel back, then they could have exposed Dr. Kim to that many particles, perhaps. Little time assassination. I'm not surprised that Martin Hatch was unwilling to discuss this. He was the only other person present in the lab when the accident took place. But I don't know why he was there or what happened. And he claims to have no memory of the events. Despite this, Martin somehow managed to contain Henry in the artificial zero-state field set up in the lab. I'm unwilling to speculate as to how this could possibly have happened. Suffice to say that I have many questions about the events myself. I'm wondering if I'm going to be meeting Mr. Kim. Think about my offer, Erica. You're a first-rate scientist, and I would hate to lose you. But I would absolutely understand if you wanted to change departments. Please give my best to your wife. It was lovely to meet her the other week. Oh, look at that. Queer. Sophia. Okay. Yeah, that's her first name. I'm not used to her being referred to as Sophia. Anyway, Sophia, I realize this may not be a welcome question, but I feel like I need to ask. I knew Henry Kim very well. Went to school with him, and he was actually my husband's best man for my first marriage. Okay. Unfortunately, when I moved down to Florida, we didn't manage to stay in touch. Let's just say that life took me in unexpected directions. It was a very welcome surprise to hear from him when he was recruiting new people. And I'm glad to say that we hit it off again. We spoke on the phone a lot. He came over to meet my wife, and, well, it was like old times. It could have been awkward, but it wasn't. Henry was like that. You can imagine my shock and disappointment when I heard about his death just a week before my own employment at Monarch began. We didn't get to work together the way I'd hoped. Now Monarch has been very good to me, but his death has been eating at me. I know it's something people don't want to discuss, and I understand that there are confidentiality issues. However, having recently been cleared for some of the more sensitive chronon research, I now know that the story of his death is a fabrication, and Henry has become something entirely different. I'm not blaming anybody, but for my own peace of mind or sense of closure, I suppose I'm wondering if, given my new security clearance, you are in a position to explain how this came to pass. I should add that I brought this up with Martin Hatch the other day, and he made it clear that in no uncertain terms should I drop the matter, given that I am taking something of a chance talking to you about this. But I feel like I can't let this go. I'll understand if you aren't allowed to discuss it, but I'm more than a little scared and upset. I hope I could rely on your discretion either way, Erica. Okay, I wonder if there's a lower reason why we would be accessing other people's emails like this. Ooh. Oh, I can't use it. Oh well, so that was one of one. I suppose this is... Well, we're gonna make a choice, right? We're gonna make a business or personal. That's the name of the thing. Hey, Hatch. I left you hanging there for like 8 minutes. A lot of reading in that one email. Ooh. I feel like this is the kind of place where if you were actually there, it would feel like you're losing money just by looking at everything. Ooh, shopping.
What are these doing here? We should be set up by now.
It's all on schedule. You're micromanaging again.
Maybe I like to micromanage. What are you doing down here?
Don't even twitch.
You know, Jack could totally take these guys.
And here you are.
I had to see the lifestyles of the sick and traitorous up close and personal. And it was such a nice invitation.
How do you want to deal with this, Paul?
Don't really normally get a good look at these cats. So I kind of want to, especially this one back here.
Paul, What should we do about Joyce?
Just for a moment, Hatch. I'm admiring our technology. I guess Chronons are orange? Maybe? Oh no, there's two of them there. Okay, let's get this over with then, I guess.
I could still try to reach Jack and make him see reason. Or I could let Hatch deal with him so nothing would distract me from leading Monarch.
Okay. Well, let's see what this will be about.
I've been to the past. Tried to change things.
Answer me this question, Bo.
I once trusted Jack more than anybody. It was my only chance to make him understand the truth.
The fuck do you mean nobody got a look at the shooter?
But without me there to give the speech, my empire would start to crumble like a house of cards.
I believe that with hope comes miscalculation, and as you and I well aware, Mr. Joyce, with miscalculation can often come catastrophe. And that leaves me with you, Mr. Joyce.
But my old friend would be a lost cause. Dead and buried along with the rest of my past. Tonight is a celebration in the face of darkness. Tonight we celebrate because I promise to you that we are prepared. Monarch would grow stronger with my presence. The plan would go forward as intended.
I assume we went the business route. Jack wouldn't actually die because it'd be yeah, the death of the protagonist. I feel like Serene would go with personal, especially, you know, Hash just said you're micromanaging again. I think he likes to do that. I think he likes to get his hands dirty. That's what it feels like to me. Plus, he's, you know, he's a freaking narcissist. I'm sure he'd want to get right in Jack's face, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Martin,
Go
I'm afraid
personal.
you're gonna have to cover for me at the speech tonight.
All right.
Jack and I have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
I've seen where this leads. I've been to the end of time, and I've escaped it, all the way to 1999, when it all started. I've tried to change things, but by trying, I only made them happen in the first place.
Okay. Because people are kind of divided on that one. I think it was, what was it, like 75% of the people picked the same one that I picked last time? Which was PR campaign. Alrighty. I assume we're gonna get the show now. Yep.
Time is breaking down. Monarch has been preparing for it. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You gonna go?
Me? Go to a party.
We can roll together if you want.
What do you want?
I want a statement.
Our group took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transport. Find him.
Step away! Right now!
Liam, this isn't what it looks like. No. No! He's gone.
We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
The treatments, they're losing their effectiveness.
You're fine.
No, I need to work on something new.
You should enjoy yourself tonight. You work too much as it is.
I've been running tests on the temporal anomalies. I think it could be happening sooner than we...
I've seen when it happens.
At least consider that maybe you misinterpreted something.
Jack knows where William's machine is. I have to go talk to him. Martin can handle my speech.
Martin.
Sophia. Thank you.
You haven't touched your drink.
I'm not really into drinking a lot, I guess. Oh. Rough day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Like what?
I have things happen in my day. I do.
Uh-huh.
I had to deal with some internal affairs.
Internal affairs. Oh, you're just gonna leave me hanging?
Well, yeah, it's internal.
Charlie.
Okay.
Okay.
I helped catch a traitor today.
Traitor? Was that what all that commotion was about?
Yep. That was me.
Who was it?
I mean,
Who was it?
Who was it?
Yeah.
I can't,
What?
I am not at liberty to discuss this.
Well, you just brought it up. It's like, well, Monarch drama.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave you hanging on that one. For real, this time.
Oh, I just thought maybe you'd want to share it with me. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'll leave you hanging here. For real.
Okay.
Go mingle. Yeah. Drink a little.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks for the gun.
Dr. Emerald?
Martin, I need your help. He listens to you. Paul,
Is that so?
I think we're in trouble, and he doesn't see it. He refuses to.
I can't imagine why.
I know you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but I know you care about Monarch. You care about what happens. And if we are reaching zero stage, something has to be done.
And what is it we could do?
You know what we could do.
Truth is, Sophia, it's not really a matter of whether or not Paul will listen to me. It's that I won't listen to you. I find your approach to matters rather counterproductive. Filling Paul's head with your constant alarms and distracting him with petty doomsday scenarios. I mean, if I'm being honest, I rue the day he gave you a modicum of function in this company. Because you said, I care about Monarch. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare for my speech.
What is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you? We have control of the presentation. Make it look good.
Hey, you're Crocker, right? Hey, Crocker! Crocker! I really need to take a shit. Fuck, come on, Crocker. Crocker! Come on, Crocker!
Oh my god.
Over there.
Where?
The woman with the necklace. My money is on that.
It's a pretty good choice,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to go with Ryan Gosling down there talking with George Clooney. Wearing his nice cufflinks, chatting about stocks.
Richard, where the hell have you been?
Didn't have my invitation.
Oh my God, you're always losing things.
I'm not losing anything.
Drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's going for it. Bam. Told ya.
Oh. Why am I losing
You owe me a
so
sword.
bad?
I don't think I can drink
Drink.
anymore. I don't think I
No,
can.
rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
Rules are fucking rules. You owe me another sword.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing it. Oh, I actually hate all this.
You can do it, my man.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Just wish I wasn't losing so bad.
Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lady.
Taking the sword.
I'm taking mine too.
Crocker. Hey, buddy. Crocker!
Burke!
Crocker! Hey, buddy. Hey.
Burke,
Listen,
if I have to come in there, you're gonna fucking regret it.
listen, this is just a big misfucking understanding. I'm gonna be out tomorrow. I will put in a good word for you. I will help you climb this ladder. All I'm asking is please let me take a fucking shit.
Go to the back wall.
Fuck, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you.
Shut up. Back up slowly.
Yeah.
So you don't mind that we left, do you?
I mean, I wasn't really excited about going in the first place.
Okay, why'd you go?
I think because somebody twisted my arm.
What the fuck is that?
Kind of looks like a dinosaur wearing a helmet.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Hey, where are we? Are we even allowed to be out here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
So what would you have been doing tonight if we didn't go?
What, if I hadn't gone to the party with you?
Yeah.
Well, I would have canceled all my other really important plans.
Ah.
And I would have gone back to work.
I think maybe you work a little too much.
Yes. But
Against it?
well, no, I mean, it doesn't feel like work. You know, I like being wired in.
Yeah.
Makes me feel connected. You work all the time. In fact, you're there most of the time I'm there. So, do you think you work too much?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. I guess, yeah. I love work.
Hold it right there!
Shit!
You little fuck! Hey, well, all you had to do was let me in that perimeter lab.
You turned on Monarch. What was I supposed to do? You have no idea what's going on, do you?
I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol. You work with Beth Wilder. I've seen you before.
You know her?
She's the reason I'm here.
Is that gun still necessary?
Yeah. Come on, hurry up.
You're a very kind person.
It's right up here.
Oh, right. I got it, guys. I got it. Yeah, I guess you guys can't do this. It's a special talent I have. Glad it's so celebrated. You're welcome.
Is this it?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Grown undisrupted life form. Extremely hostile. Only ever heard of him.
Life form.
It's Dr. Kim.
The second machine. Where is it?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I've been to the past. I've tried to change things, undo mistakes, only to find there's no changing the inevitable. Time is just one closed loop. No matter what I do, you and I, we always end up here. And no matter what I do, time ends.
I think you've lost your fucking mind.
My mind is intact, I assure you. My memory, however, it's stretched. Like I've seen too much. All of it blending into one. Apart from a few fragments of memories. One in particular. You and I were 11 or 12 years old when we found that vagrant. Remember? And when I arrived at the past, that was the first thing I tried to change. I went to the roof. I tried to talk him down, but my presence startled him, and he fell, same as before. Anything I try to change, it just triggers the same event, and we keep seeing that body. Because we were meant to. I'm not turning my back on the human race. But at this point, they're a necessary sacrifice.
Is that what Will was? Necessary sacrifice?
Will refused to believe the inevitability of what was coming. And he became an obstacle.
Answer me this question, Paul. In everything you've seen, do I stop before you're dead?
When you're ready to cooperate, I'll be here.
Who was he?
He was my mentor from college and then here to Monarch. I was in a bad place and he kind of turned me around.
Got it. Sort of. I mean, it's a ghost file. It's remnant of mass deletion. Somebody was here. We got Cronin field regulator.
Wait, hold on. Holy shit, this is Dr. Amaril's report.
What is it?
The stutters, they're increasing in frequency.
What's a stutter?
The more frequent the stutters, the more indicative of a fracture.
Okay, and what's a fracture?
Of time. Zero state, it stops, and it doesn't start back up.
And the lifeboat protocol could save us.
I have no idea. But the Cronin field regulator, it is the core of Monarch's time tech. Everything is based upon it. And it has something to do with the lifeboat.
We have to go.
Wait.
No. This way. Sure. No, don't. You on the blicker.
Fiona!
lab is stutter-proof. Stay here. Stutter, where are you going? There are Chronon harnesses up here. We need them. Put one of those on! Charlie! 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 Fuck! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Go this way! Go! Go!
Well, lots of action there. Oh, that was great. Burke is a very dangerous man. I thought of that when he was sitting there with Jack in the van. I'm like, that's two very dangerous people to put together, really. Yeah. Also, I am incredibly pleased that they put the Chronon harness mooks in the live action section. They're so goofy. It's wonderful. And then the Chronon effects when they're morphing around. Well, the like one time they did that and then they just stood there the rest of the time. Ah, it's good stuff. Now, we're only 40 minutes in this episode, but I think that's a good time to end it. So we'll pick up next episode. And if you like this one, want to leave a like, a comment, or a constructive criticism. And if you want more like this, why not subscribe? Either way, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope you'll join me next time. Stay spicy.